Euronics Movies and Games è all'E3 2017 di Los Angeles e abbiamo il piacere di incontrare Luis Villegas, che è l'engineering lead di Destiny 2. So Luis, the time is almost come. September 6th we'll be able to play Destiny 2.
Almost there.
Almost there. And so can you tell us a little bit about the overall scenario in which Destiny 2 takes place?
Absolutely. When we started thinking about Destiny 2, we started thinking about wanting to share more about the story that the Destiny universe has to offer. So we went back and started thinking about, like, hey, what story can we tell players that will be engaging both for existing players and for new players? And that's when we came up with the story of Dominion's Ball. Like this Cabal general that believes that he is the hero of his own story. You have been the chosen for the light. And in that process, he kicks out all the guardians from the Citadel. And he takes on the Traveler, he removes the light. So the story of Destiny 2 is a story of loss, of redemption, of hope, of trying to understand what does it mean to be a guardian.
Wow. And so every player will have to start from scratch, but they will be able to build new characters still in the same three classes and as in Destiny, right?
Correct. Like you can bring your character from Destiny before, like the appearance, or you can choose to change it if that's what you want to do, and then you start from there. It's a fresh start for everybody.
And from what we've seen so far, we will be able to experience Destiny in several different ways. You know, if you're more a PvP player, you'll have the Crucible, you have a whole new storyline. Can you tell us a little bit about the game modes that we'll find in Destiny 2?
Yes, I mean, there's been a lot of different changes. So the first thing I'll mention is PvP has been reinvented. When you think about Destiny 2, we start thinking about the pillars, and one of the pillars was the storytelling, but the other pillar was competitive gameplay. So we started trying different modes and different ways to play the game, and then we found that 4v4 gave us the best possible experience that allows players to learn the game fast, to read the battlefield well, to read like where all the allies and the opponents were, and to get better at the game. So we made it easy to learn and easy to watch. On the PvE side, we made a few changes. First one, like, we added the new subclasses. So we added Arc Dawn, Dawnblade, Arc Strider, and then Sentinel. We also changed the way how you set up your weapon. So we gave you the ability to manipulate the slots differently by giving you a kinetic, energy, and power slot. So you can have like the same type of weapons both on the primary and secondary weapon now. So you can customize the game if you want to play close quarters. You can say like, oh, I want to have this type of weapons for close quarters. So you can say like, no, I want this for middle to long range. We changed the way you engage in destinations. So you can say, oh, I want to go to the European Dead Zone. And then you just go exploring in the European Dead Zone. You don't have to do anything if you don't want. You just want to look at how the layout of the destination. And then in the process, you can pick up trolls that we're familiar with. But you can also pick up another activity type, which is called an adventure. An adventure is a bite-sized activity type that gives you beginning to end. It gives you a story, it tells you more about the Destiny universe, and it has rewards at the end.
Will players be able to have the same level of loot regarding of how they like to play? So let's say I'm a more PvP-oriented person, I will still be able to increase my light level and get cool new weapons doing PvP as much as somebody that is more aligned towards the exploration side.
Yeah, like our goal has always been to make the game as balanced as possible and to make it appealing for people that want to play for 10 minutes, people that want to play for 30 minutes, people that want to play for 4 hours. And for Destiny 2, we kept working on the rebalancing to make sure it was rewarding for everybody.
I know we cannot talk about the raids yet, but there's been a very important change in the way the matchmaking system works, so that in the future, even if you're not part of a clan, but you want to engage in a PvE multiplayer activity which requires a fire team, you will be able to do that in a very different way compared to before, right?
Yes, and that's very close to my heart. That's one of the teams I work with, which is the social team.
Okay.
So Destiny 2, we have the matchmaking that we know and love from before, but we also have this concept of guided games. And guided games are super exciting because it leverages the idea of community. Like Destiny has had clans for a very, very long time. And now we're bringing those clans to the forefront of the experience. And we have all this great content, raids, nightfalls, a lot of strikes that people were not able to enjoy as much before because of the coordination required to get all the people online at the same time. Guided games solves all that. As a player, if you want to go and say, I want to enjoy the raid, you can go and say, okay, I'm going to look for a guided game, for a clan that's willing to help me collaborate and help me beat this experience. Or if you're in a clan, you say like, hey, we're short 2 people. Let's look for 2 people, 1 person that can come and join us and help us finish the raid. So it's very exciting because it gives you a new way of forming social groups to enjoy Destiny.
The next step will be the beta, which is going to be out in July. We can't wait to play that. And Luis, thank you very much. It was very nice talking to you.
No,
and
thank you, Vittorio.
we will be playing Destiny 2 very soon.
Okay,
Thanks
awesome.
a lot.